Hi guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. I wanted to jump on today and talk to you about what to do when you feel like you are out of alignment with a situation in your life. So this could be your love life, it could be career, whatever. What happens when you get out of alignment is we start to feel doubt and fear, and everything feels like a struggle. So you might commonly feel like you're overthinking about something. So let's say you just started a new relationship, you start doubting and overthinking whether this person likes me or am I doing something wrong. That tends to take over your mind, and then you can't stop that cycle of negative thinking. So I want to talk to you today about what's really going on and how you can stop the negative thinking, stop the anxiety, stop the worry and the fear, and redirect your brain. So what's really happening is you're being triggered when you have these feelings of doubt and worry. It's oftentimes triggering feelings of insecurity within us. So we are doubting our own worth, and we don't always see how amazing we truly are. We think that things are happening to us instead of for us. So these things are happening to us because we're not good enough, we don't have enough. And the universe wants you to know, of course, you are good enough, you have enough. It has nothing to do with you. That's the first thing you always need to remember, is that if you're rejected in life by either a job or a person, it doesn't have anything to do with you personally. It's about what is meant for you, what is best for you. The universe always wants to bring us what is for our highest good. And so sometimes people walk into our lives, or jobs walk into our lives that are not for our highest good. So you may find out, I know this has happened to me, like I went for a job interview and I was so excited, I thought I would get the job, and then I didn't, and I was disappointed. And I would find out later that the job was temporary, and it ended up like they just completely got rid of the job later. So I was actually being protected by the universe. So you really need to remember that rejection is actually God's protection. You're being protected by, situations ending that are not good for you. And sometimes in relationships, we often stay too long in a relationship because we are afraid of change, or we don't want to be alone. We're in our comfort zone there. So the universe will actually create a tower moment, a moment where the whole relationship crumbles because we wouldn't have walked away from the relationship. So the universe had to move us out of that relationship. So once you understand that rejection is really all about you're being protected, the universe is trying to lead you to something better or someone better. That's the first thing. The second thing is that it usually, when we go down that rabbit hole of negative thinking and we're in the fear-based thoughts and we're worried and we're anxious, it's usually because we've been triggered by something. And the trigger is there for a reason. It's there to help you work on things you still need to work on. So you may have a trigger of being abandoned or rejected. That is being done to you, I shouldn't say to you, for you on purpose to help you understand that there are still things you need to heal. So maybe when you were a child, you were abandoned by a parent, or maybe you just didn't feel like you got the love that you needed or the attention that you needed because your parents are both working and they just couldn't give it to you. Whatever your situation was, it's bringing up this trigger to help you identify it and to heal it. So the first thing to do is, when these feelings start to come up, I love journaling. Get your favorite journal, okay? And then open it up and start writing down, okay, what was the trigger, okay? So I am overthinking about this relationship and I can't stop going to those fear-based thoughts. What's causing that? There's a deeper cause. It could be something on the surface level that your partner is doing, but it's probably there's a deeper reason that you're going through that. So journaling is a great way to figure out, okay, why am I feeling this way? What's going on? And sometimes we bring things from our childhood, even past lives, into relationships. So it's important to look at those behavior patterns. When people do this to me or say this to me, it triggers this. For me, if someone would point out something you're doing wrong, in a class that triggered in me feelings of not being smart enough or not being good enough. And that was something that I had to work on, and I had to realize people who are pointing out what you could be doing better are not saying that you're not smart enough or you're not good enough. They're just trying to help you. But for some reason, it was always triggering that in me. So it's really looking at what is the trigger? What's really going on? What is this really trying to show me? And to get yourself out of that negative thinking, there are several things you can do. The first thing you can do is to do a tapping, an EFT tapping. So just do a YouTube search. I have some on my YouTube channel. Brad Yates has some. Just do a tapping. If you know what the feeling is bringing up, like, oh, I know this is causing in me feelings of not being good enough, go search for an EFT tapping on feelings of worthiness. Also, the first thing you can do to immediately get yourself out of that pattern of negative thinking is just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and then think of a memory that makes you super happy. So a time, it could be in your childhood, it could be something that happened the other day. Like, the other day I was walking on the beach with my partner and we were so happy. It was such a great time. Go to that place and that time where that memory that you had that makes you so happy, because what that's going to do is kind of reset your brain. It's going to get you out of that negative thinking pattern of the overthinking. And it's also going to raise your vibration and make you feel better if you're happier. We really do need to train the brain. And a lot of that is mindset. It's just shifting your mindset. When you get stuck in those patterns of behavior where you feel like you are just going down the rabbit hole of negativity, it's all about being in the moment, realizing that you're having those negative thoughts and saying stop, and then reset. So you can do that by thinking of 5 things that you're grateful for right now, and really just closing your eyes and feeling in your heart space the gratitude that you feel for having those things. For me, I just close my eyes and I think about how thankful and grateful I am that I have my children, that they're such amazing kids and I love them so much. What makes you grateful? Like, what things are you grateful for? So stop and name 5 things, close your eyes and really feel the gratitude in your heart for those things. That will shift you out of that negative spiral. The other thing would be to close your eyes and think of a memory that makes you super happy. So it's important not only to know why you are being triggered into these feelings of fear and feeling like you're out of alignment with things. You are getting out of alignment. Fear is it's not going to help you one bit. So it's important to understand, number one, why you're feeling that way, and the journaling will help you with that. What is triggering this feeling? So think about it like you're a third-party objective observer. What happened and what did it make me feel? So why might I possibly feel this way? What might have happened? Was there any other time in my life when I felt this way? What was happening then? So that's how we kind of get to the root of what's causing the trigger. And then if you know what caused the trigger, like feelings of unworthiness, you can go and do a tapping for it or a meditation. And then you can get yourself out of the pattern of negative thinking by the gratitude. You can even do a gratitude journal. So in your journal, open your page and start writing down a list of every day things that you are grateful for. Like today, I woke up and I was breathing, and so it was a good day. It can be as little as that. Or, I found out that I got the job of my dreams. I'm so happy about that. So keep a list of all the things you're happy for and all the blessings you have. What we focus on grows. So if you keep focusing on the good, you're going to see more good things in your life. And it really does help you to shift your whole day. So I hope that you are having an amazing day, but if you don't feel like you're in alignment, just stop. Know that if you feel like something is a struggle, it means you're out of alignment. But to get back into alignment, simply acknowledge, okay, I know I'm out of alignment. You can even stop and say, okay, universe, I know I'm out of alignment. Please help me to get back into alignment with this person or with this situation. And then you can think about, why am I out of alignment? What is causing this? And if it's the fear-based thoughts, those are usually because we're either doubting our intuition or we are not feeling like we're worthy enough. So addressing those issues with tappings or meditations. And then changing your thoughts, okay? Changing your thoughts. You can retrain your brain, but it takes time. But it was definitely worth the effort. So don't stay stuck in those feelings. I wanted to draw a card for you too before I left for some encouragement, for some wisdom, for some guidance. I pulled a card from my deck, which is Divine Whispers, and you can order this deck on my website, which is melissaoatman.com. The card that I got for you is I Surrender. It's time to surrender the outcome of a particular situation. When you let go of control and realize that the universe has your back, you will experience immense peace. You can't control how or when things show up because it will happen in divine timing. So forget the how for now. When we try to control how and when things show up, we are allowing fear to step in. Fear often makes a mess of things. Simply breathe, relax, and trust in the awesome power of the universe. You are in good hands. There are some daily mantras that you can say to yourself that go with this card. So if you feel like you're out of alignment, say to yourself, I am divinely guided and protected. When those fear-based thoughts come in, say to yourself, I am divinely guided and protected. The universe is working behind the scenes on my behalf. Just because you don't see things happening in the 3D, in the physical world, it doesn't mean they're not happening. So tell yourself, the universe is working behind the scenes on my behalf. And everything is always working out perfectly for me. That's when I love to say to myself. So when it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm out of alignment, this is such a struggle, let go. Let go of the need to control any outcome and just say, everything is always working out perfectly for me, okay? And it will. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Love you. If you want to see more of my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post meditations and tappings and other useful videos for you, so check it out. Bye, guys.